Hello and welcome to the sexiest podcast in the world, Baka-Talk, where we talk about anime and manga. With me is Boom and Pyrolis.
Hello.
I like how he didn't let me respond.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just like, in Boom, in Pyrolis.
No response necessary.
and I'm Wheeze.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're Bivouac.
Cornelius Bivouac.
Stop saying my real name.
Dude, I can do whatever I want. I'm your producer.
Oof.
Well, today we didn't even talk about this, but today we have a jam-packed show with lots of exciting things. Pyrolis has stories to tell. Boom has, what's the word? Game shows to host.
Yes.
And I watched a bunch of seasonal garbage, which is the recurring thing on this podcast now. Where
We
I
are
just
just
regurgitate my YouTube videos.
we just talk about seasonal garbage every episode now. We need to actually review a anime again.
Yeah. Well, I'll.
Yeah, you guys talk about seasonal stuff, and I just have to stare blankly at a wall.
One of the things that I'm getting to eventually is Overlord. So I can watch all of Overlord. Pyrolis has seen all of Overlord. You can watch all of Overlord, and then
I
we
don't
can
want more
talk
work
about
for
it.
myself.
You
That's
like
not how
Overlord.
this works. I got confused during season 2.
There were lizard people.
Yeah, what confused about season 2 is like the most simplest season.
The jump, literally episode 1. I'm like, what the frick is going on? Where are we? What's going on? What time is it?
It took me like a few episodes to realize, oh, Ainz is invading the lizard people.
Really?
Really?
I got that instantly. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
he's
at
like,
first,
well, Ainz is like,
at
let's go
first-
invade the lizard people.
yeah, I don't know why it didn't click, but at first I was like, okay, the story's gonna be like some big threat, and then Ainz is gonna come save the lizard people or whatever. And then I was like, oh, Ainz is invading the lizard people. Oh, they're screwed.
Yeah. The show
So that
makes
was-
it very
that was
obvious.
great.
Are you liking it better than season 1?
Yeah, I do like
Okay.
season 2. I haven't watched very much of it though, because I've been watching seasonal garbage, which I guess Overlord is also technically seasonal garbage because of season 4.
What did you say?
It's everything seasonal garbage except for Made in Abyss because that's a masterpiece.
Have you started watching Made in Abyss?
No, I haven't. It's on a weird streaming service, and I'm waiting to do all the reviews on Crunchyroll first, and then I'm going over to the.
It's $5 a month.
I know,
I
but
could fix that for you.
if I wait until like 6 episodes are out, I only have to have it for like 2 months or whatever instead of like 3.
You are cheap.
I could fix it for you.
It's called frugal.
I've got a
But-
Google Drive, and I can send over some saucy documents.
He's just
Ew.
gonna send you hentai.
No, I'm gonna send them over Made in Abyss, which is basically hentai.
No.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's the most wholesome and family-friendly show there is.
You haven't seen the
Super
scene
rush.
yet in season 2 that people are talking about.
I haven't, but I'm excited to.
He's
That's
excited.
not the scene
How
I was
many
talking about.
episodes
Excited.
of Made in Abyss
12.
season 2 are out.
I'm betting 12.
Are out?
Oh, are out?
Just one? What? Oh no.
Should be like 3, maybe 4.
First aired July 6th, so 4 probably.
Unless they skipped a week, but yeah.
It's August. Oh
12
no.
episodes.
It is August.
I don't know. I'm also gonna watch that vampire show or whatever.
Yeah.
Review that.
What is it called? Heat of the Night?
So I've got
No.
Engage Kiss.
Call of the Night.
Yeah, Engage Kiss, and then
Whoops.
Ruby, and then Call of the Night, and then
Okay, did you watch
last show.
Ruby?
I watched the first episode.
What did you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
It is
Have you seen the first episode of Ruby, the original?
the original. I looked at like a little bit of it to see what it was like, and they actually it was very similar, like the introduction of Ruby and
Was it?
stuff. And it looks horrible.
It
Oh my
does.
goodness. It's so bad. But the it's funny because there's this CGI helicopter in the first episode, and I'm
Yeah.
like, going back to their roots. That's a nice. It looks really jank. Like, that's a nice homage to the original, the super jank CGI helicopter.
You know the trash anime In Another World with My Smartphone?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's getting
I've heard of
season
it.
2.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. Over
No.
everything else that have could have gotten season 2. Like
Yep.
ReZero getting a season 3 maybe.
I
No
know.
Game, No Life
No
season
Game, No
2.
Life.
Like,
You know, things that a lot of people liked, but instead
Yeah.
this one got the
Yep.
okay. Could have had a Steins Gate series 3.
I know. You could do anything over that, please.
Anything.
Do
You're a
another
manga
like
sensei
in the
season
world
2.
with my smartphone. Why? They could have made
man.
freaking. I don't care, like reincarnated as the demon lord or whatever.
What's
There are
really
so many
funny,
better.
Oh, what's really funny is like Record of Ragnarok that
Yeah.
got a like horrible adaptation. It was like
Yeah.
a slideshow and everyone was complaining about it because all it is fights.
Yeah.
And they animated it poorly. It's
Mhm.
like, what the heck? That gets a season 2.
Yeah.
It's like, you had a crappy first season with no budget. Why are you making a crappy second season with no budget?
Because
Get a
if
good
people will watch it, they'll produce it.
I guess, but it
But
doesn't
as
seem
soon
like that
as,
many people watch
especially like Netflix, which produced Ragnarok,
it. Yeah.
as soon as something like slightly drops, like the
That's
live
true.
action Cowboy Bebop,
Yeah.
it wasn't the best, but at least they were going in a cool way with the
if they're
story,
trying something.
and it was slightly worse than what they
Yeah.
were expecting. They're like, we're just cutting it.
They're
It's
like
canceled.
looking at their YouTube analytics and they're just like, this video didn't do well, delete it.
Yeah, it's just like, you don't delete it, you don't cancel it. You
Yeah.
try again. How
Netflix
many?
is losing like subscribers for the first
Good.
time ever
Dude,
because
they're going
they
down
just
there in the
keep
red.
canceling shows like over and over and over
Yeah.
again. And their shows are garbage for the most part.
Every now and then I
Well,
put
here's the thing.
$5 to them.
Most of their garbage shows people watch for the meme,
Yeah.
and then they get season 2, and people are like, "Why are you making this?"
Yeah.
Everybody hates this. But then the good shows, the
Yeah.
ones that people liked, like were like a little bit nicher.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden they get
You
canceled.
got to give people a chance to get onto it.
How many times has like the first video game of a series been horrible?
Yeah.
But then game 2 comes out and they fixed everything.
Yeah.
The story is great, the mechanics are great, and you love it.
Even like Attack on Titan, first season was like super hyped.
Yeah.
By the time the second season came around, nobody was talking about it. It was like a dead show. And then the third season came out, there was a little bit more. And by the fourth season, it's huge again.
Yeah, well, even look at like Steins Gate.
Yeah.
Look how like slow the first half of the series was.
Yeah.
Well, could you imagine if like they took it drastically? It's like, oh, the first couple episodes were slow, people didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're just gonna cut it.
Yeah. Like there's so many things you need time for stories to grow.
Yeah.
They're not like YouTube videos have to be so fast paced because everyone clicks off and it gets bad retention and whatever. But like a show, you need time to let it breathe.
Or you could just be like a train with a wrecking ball and just be like constantly 2-hour videos. Somebody's gonna watch this eventually.
That's
Are you
true
talking about
too.
me?
No, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, okay. So I want to watch it eventually.
I mean, there are those too. It's just smaller than the biggest people.
Although I kind of cringe, like if I ever make it as a content creator, people are
Yeah.
gonna watch the original YouTube videos, and I'm just cringing at like how
Oh yeah.
like lazy they are.
I'm leaving all of my old videos up and I go back and I watch some of them that I know are good and I'm like, this is a really good video. It sounds like I just committed suicide, but this is a good video.
General Sam talks about that. Like, he's a lot of people comment like, "What happened to the good old days?" Like, what do you mean the good old days? Back when I poo mic, back when my editing skills were dog crap.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
what's good about it? Let's watch one of these videos compared to my new video.
I could not
Yeah.
imagine some of his first videos with a green screen.
Yeah,
That would have to be horrible.
it was, but it was beautiful.
I mean, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's funny, but
Like Internet
compared to now-
Historian
Yeah.
is that perfect balance of like it looks like crap, but it's super like in depth and
Same
it's
with
really
Seth
high
Zintalk.
quality.
Yeah,
so many people can kind of get away with that.
Yeah,
They
like
purposely make it like glitchy.
It's like
and,
the-
just low
it's
quality.
the charm of YouTube.
It is kind of why I like it as like the new medium for
Yeah.
people. It's like so much better than regular television where everything's so fake.
Yeah.
At least YouTube has a little bit of realism.
Yeah.
Although
YouTube
I'm
is having
currently
that-
watching a guy swim through the water in Minecraft muted.
YouTube
leave that
has
poor guy alone.
YouTube has this weird thing where after Mr. Beast came out and like got really big from that, everyone is like doing the Mr. Beast thing
Yeah.
and they're editing in the same way, and because it works. But the problem is people are so fake
Yep.
because they're doing it in this formula, and just like they're editing like it's a big production thing. And so I think there's like a counter to that where there's going to be more like simplistic videos too that are going to do really well.
Well, I don't know so much like simplistic, but more like just honest
Yeah.
and like actual like, yeah, I suck at editing this part.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like do my best.
And like everyone's doing these crazy like events and stuff. This one guy did vlogged just like traveling across America.
Yeah.
And his videos did super well, and they were all really simple. They was all just
Yep.
him doing weird odd jobs and stuff.
But then you have YouTube videos of like going across America with 1 penny.
Yeah. I saw this video on Trending, and it was like, we rebuilt the Krusty Krab with like props and stuff.
Okay.
And so there, and it starts out, it's like, here we go. And then we're going to the store. Okay, we got the supplies. We're putting the things up. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's so fast. It's just like, it's nothingness. It's just so empty because you don't really care about the person. You don't care about the project. You don't care about anybody working the projects, because it's like constant just yelling at you. And then it's like one person says like a joke and they have that in for like 2 seconds, and then it just goes to, now we finished this whole section. And it's like,
my
wow.
favorite videos from like the YouTubers I watch are the ones where it's more like a vlog, where it's
Yeah.
like a half an hour or 20 minutes of them doing a project, and they actually like have moments in it.
yeah,
Like my favorite ones is like one of the YouTubers I watch is Linus Tech Tips, right?
mhm,
He moved into a different house, so he's making videos of him like renovating like his technology in his house.
yeah,
They're like 20 minutes, but most of it's just him and his employees and his friends just like making fun of each other while they're trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
put a projector in a ceiling. Like that's what I like watching. I don't like watching
Yeah.
these fast paced like, we just built the Krusty Krab. Oh, look, we're gonna blow it up now.
yeah, pretty
Like, what?
much. It's way too fast. And I think there's a balance of like, this is what's going to get you more views, but I don't think more views necessarily means a better video. I think it's actually, it gets to a point where you're going to get better views and retention, but it's going to be a significantly worse video.
Yeah.
Like, I think the bar of people having like a better video of being a video that has more views is wildly inaccurate, because it doesn't actually make the video better. It just makes it faster.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
it's like it keeps your attention,
yeah.
but it's also just sometimes it can get too fast where it won't keep your attention, where you're just bored of it because
Mhm.
it's like everything's happening. But
Well, if it just jumps from scene to scene to scene to topic to topic to topic.
yeah,
Just like, I don't know. I'm a person that like, I have to process things slowly
yeah.
sometimes, so it's like it just confuses me.
And then there's Windigoon, who posts these hour-long videos of him
10-hour
sitting
conspiracy.
in front of a mic, just being like, hey guys, today we're going to talk about serial killers. And he blew up so big. Every one of his videos, he's like, thanks for 10,000 subscribers. Thanks for 100,000 subscribers. Thanks for 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
every
glad
one of his
Wendigoon
videos.
got the recognition he deserves.
Yeah.
Like, the crap he's done is
Like,
great.
yeah, like his videos are really good, but there's nothing like insane about them. There's no like
Yeah.
overly like exceptional thing where you're just like, wow. It's just he's talking in front of the mic, he's telling you a story, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
And it's not so fast that you want to throw up.
I don't mind it when people are fast and they talk real quickly, but
Mhm.
it gets draining on you when
It's-
that's all they do.
It's the fast
And then they
talking,
purposely speed it up.
yeah, it's the fast talking combined with the quick editing that
Yeah.
makes it.
You're quiet, Pyrolus. What do you think?
I'm just thinking my guys are bashing on my Young Me's YouTube crew over there.
What?
You know, just wow, we don't like the young.
Okay,
we
so
don't
then
like
there was
the-
this channel called
We didn't say anything
Pyrolus
about like
Plays.
not liking the young creators.
Py-
We
No, no,
said
no.
we don't.
I mean, like we don't like the quick edits with the speeding up things that are already going by pretty fast. You leave me alone.
No. Those things are fine. It's just when they do it too much and constantly. But we don't. There's this channel called Pyrolus Plays that single-handedly destroyed YouTube. It was
In a
just
day.
the worst. Yes,
In a day.
In
That
a
was
day,
great.
it came out, and everyone was like, "Oh no, I'm done with you. This is the
I'm
worst.
done
thing."
with YouTube. I'm going somewhere else.
Ever since
Daily
then,
Motion.
YouTube has gone downhill.
You created TikTok.
Yeah, they
No, I
designed.
didn't create it. I was reason for its
Yeah,
creation.
they were like, we saw this Pyrolos Plays thing. We're creating TikTok to get away from that.
Just go to a whole separate platform.
All because of me, baby. That's the goal. That's the dream.
All right, how
But
long we've been
anyways.
recording? Wow, 15 minutes, and we just
Crazy.
ranted
Just
about
ranted about YouTube. Let's get on to some anime. You should edit this so it flips it the opposite way. So we talk about this first and then about the YouTube thing.
That sounds like too much work.
You know,
but
because
sure.
people will care more about anime, so they'll keep listening. And then
Yeah,
by the time we
gotcha.
get into YouTube, yeah, it won't sound
This
jank
is totally
at all.
gonna sound weird. When
It won't sound
I
jank
put this in at the front.
at all.
Not at all.
Speaking of overly fast-paced things
Is this
like
why you've been-
Horace
I was
Recoil,
gonna say, is that why you've been just sitting on that page for the last 15 minutes?
you watched it? I don't know. Just scrolling.
Are you up to date on it?
I am not. I haven't seen episode 5. I've seen the
Dude,
first
I wanted
4.
to talk to you about episode 5.
I'm sorry, I didn't watch it. I was
What
watching
the heck
the
is
other
wrong
show
with
I like
you?
better.
What?
Yep.
Shut up. You know what? Get out. No, you're not allowed to be
Engaged
here.
Kiss.
He called the name
I watched
stupid too.
Engaged Kiss.
You liked the hentai anime better
It's
than
not
Licorice
hentai.
Recoil, huh?
Yes.
Literally, the only scene I've seen from it looks like a hentai
Is
scene.
the kissing scene
Yes,
in
you
every
watched the-
Gigux video?
Every scene
Giggles?
you
Yeah.
showed
Oh,
me
his,
was not
Like
His
a
latest
recap?
video?
No.
Okay. He's got like a joke in it
Does he?
about this guy. He's like talking back and forth. There's like this makeout scene in it, and they're talking back and forth, and the guy's like, I'm the Redditor mod, and I also mod Discords and all these other things. And he's like, you're a Redditor mod and a Discord mod, and then just goes to the makeout
Oh,
scene.
shit.
It's
That's
a
great.
Redditor moderation dream.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, no, it's a good story. Engaged Kiss, I like it a lot.
It's hentai.
I like it. I like it more than my stepmom's daughter is my ex.
Okay,
which is
that's reasonable.
which
That
is
makes sense. but-
significant, which is extremely wholesome for some reason. There's like no fan service. It's just really boring.
Really?
Just nothing happens.
Just boring.
It's just boring.
That's
It's the
stupid.
worst part about it. Like it's not trash in the way that it's like, oh, that's hilarious how dumb it is. It's just like, huh. There.
I feel like that's what most seasonal anime is. It's just like, huh,
Yeah.
that happened. But then there's Licorice Recoil, where it's like, oh, that's a cool story.
Yeah.
Isekai Oji sounds
Yeah, it's
pretty
fine.
dope.
I actually want to watch.
I've
that.
heard that's good, yeah.
Pretty good.
Reddit's memes have drawn me towards that anime. It looks funny.
It's funny. I'm already like, this is exactly like the manga.
Are you
This is
caught up
great.
on it?
That's good.
Other than today, yeah.
Okay. I saw the clip on Reddit, so I don't know the full context, but when he turns into the elf girl and then his grandson makes him
His
stream
nephew. Yeah,
and everybody's freaking out because it's the elf VTuber.
yeah.
And then he realizes what people are doing. He's just like, you're all the same. And I'm just like, wow, that's like social commentary right there.
Dude, I love it because he like goes from an elf girl to the uncle, and he's like, "You're all the same."
And then the girl that was with them just goes ballistic. And I'm just like, that's great.
Well, that's because before she like didn't believe in the whole magic thing at all.
Yeah.
Then he like morphs out of the girl, and he's like, "All right, I believe you now." But she went
That's
bonkers
great.
over it.
Yeah. That scene alone makes me want to watch the whole series.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I want to watch that too.
Because at first I thought it was going to be like just like the cliche like anime uncles.
It's not really
but
cliche at all.
It looks pretty good. It looks
Yeah.
like it's
like a parody, yeah.
Yeah, it is a parody.
of like isekais
Yeah.
and stuff. It looks good. So
Well, that's what his uncle's supposed to be because he was like an ugly guy that got sent to a different world. And there's a thing about how the ugly
they
guy
call him
gets, like,
ogre
the-
face.
Yeah, they call him
I was
ogre
like,
face.
that's funny.
Like, there's the whole thing where like ugly guys end up getting the harem, but he didn't get the harem because he's like, "You're mean to me. I want to
Yeah.
run away from you," despite her being a tsundere.
Yeah.
And just she ended up stalking him.
And then I saw the one clip where I think as an elf girl kind of like confessed to him and said like she wants to be his like student or whatever.
She wants to be with him forever.
And then he's just like, should follow your dreams. And then basically convinces her to go back and be like a shut-in
That's
neat
not
again.
That's not the elf girl. That's the ice lady. That's
Yeah,
supposed
the
to give him
ice
the
lady.
sword. And she's like, I just feel so lonely, and I you should just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a neat for how so long.
And then he just convinces her to be a shut-in neat again.
Yeah.
She goes home. She's like, you can have my sword.
He doesn't even use it.
That's great.
He's already killed the dragon without the sword.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It really is.
But just like things like that just look funny. That's the type of shows I like, where it's kind of like a social commentary on like the repetitive isekai like tropes and stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
I find it amazing because like he lives his life based on quotes from video games, from Sega video games.
Oh yeah, he's a major Sega fanboy, which I
That's
find
funny.
even funnier.
Like in the latest one, basically the one girl that likes Takafumi, the main character, the uncle's nephew,
Okay.
she wants to get him to like him. She wants to get him to like her.
Yes.
So she sent him a photo for like his birthday thing, a photo of her in middle school in a swimsuit. And he's like, I think I can go to jail for this. And like, he goes to delete it. And she's like, why are you deleting that? And the uncle's like, what are you deleting? He's like, I'm pretty sure we can go to jail for this. She's like, don't show that to your uncle. He's like, oh yeah, you should delete that. That's not a good thing to have on your phone. And then
I can picture just the vibe of this anime. They're doing it with like a totally straight face too.
yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's great.
That sounds amazing.
And then he gets an ad on his phone for coffee beans on sale. He's like, oh, coffee beans, I gotta go right now. And then when he leaves, his uncle's like, well, imagine that. An almost pornographic photo of you just lost to an ad for coffee beans. And like she gets all embarrassed over it, and he's like, don't worry, I'll help you out. I'm gonna be gone for a few hours. Well, no, so what happens is he accidentally is about to accidentally spill her coffee on him. Well, his coffee on her because she freaks out. And instead of letting her get boiled, he ends up using ice magic and freezes both the coffee and her.
Like just solid.
Yeah.
Oh geez.
And then he like unthaws her and she's like, why did you do that? I don't want the coffee to burn you. And now she's all cold and white. He's like, I'm gonna leave for a few hours. You do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna go for a few hours. Like hinting at her to do things while he's gone. So he takes off, flies out the window.
Flies out the window.
Because this man can fly.
Right, yeah, of course.
Before I go further, earlier in the episode, they mentioned how to, because Uncle doesn't use a phone. Because he's got a phone, but he's got it for looks. Because it's an old phone that runs off a 2G network, which doesn't work anymore.
Because he's an old dude. He was isekai'd like, what, 20 years
ago?
ago?
No, he bought the phone new. It's just, it looks cool. He only got the phone because it looks cool.
Oh.
He doesn't care about text messaging or anything. He's like, look at this flip phone. It like slides open. It's amazing.
Because, okay, like the premise of the show is he was actually isekai like 20 years ago when he was younger.
When he was 17, yeah.
Yeah. And now it's like 20 years, it's like modern day.
Yep.
So he was like isekai like in the 90s.
He was isekai in 2003.
Okay, which makes sense. It's like 20 years almost exact, like 19 years. So
yeah.
That makes sense. Because it's actual modern day, right?
I think he gets reincarnated sent back in 2018.
Oh, really? Oh, because this is from a manga.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. So it's about 20-ish years then. Anyway,
roughly,
it's like it's kind of like that classic story trope of like time dilation.
Yeah, he comes back, he's like, I have no clue what's going on. I gotta learn, like the internet, for example.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of getting at. Like he likes the flip phone.
Yeah.
Because they're getting big when he got isekai'd, and now they're like chunks of history.
Basically. But no, so they're like, we should set up some form of communication. Should we do smoke signals, flags? And the nephew's like, we can't do smoke signals. The department won't allow that. And the girl's just thinking, they're actually talking about this. like medieval days. Anyway, so now that we got that covered, because that's important for later on. Now that we got that covered, she goes and takes a shower and then ends up changing into Takafumi's clothes. And Takafumi comes back and he thinks that she's gone at this point. And he's like, Uncle, what are you doing in the shower? Like opens the door and it's her dressing into his shirt. She's only got his shirt on. And he's like just stands there for a moment. And she gets embarrassed, freaks out, and like not bends down, but like squats down into like the fetal position.
Okay.
And he's like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Just you looked cute. Oh goodness. And he goes to his room. And she like blushes over being called cute and follows him. And then he's like she's like, it's okay. I don't mind. You know, I kind of wish you looked at me a bit more. And like before she can finish her sentence, he's like, I got to take responsibility. And she's like, now she's not saying anything because she wants it. What she thinks is going to happen, she wants to happen. He's like, I got to take responsibility. You're such a good friend. Like he's like starts crying. Like you're such a good friend to be this forgiving to me. And then he's like, I'll go take care of it right now. And he gets up and he walks out of the room for a moment. And she falls like, what are you doing? And he comes back. And next thing you know, Uncle flies out of nowhere. And he's like, I saw the flag. What's going on? Are you okay, Takafumi? And he's like got his magic ready to like start shooting bandits or whatever. You know, whatever he thinks is there.
Yeah.
And she's, what did you do? Oh, I put the flag upside down to let Uncle know to get here right now. There's an emergency happening. And then she's like, well, what do you mean? I thought you were going to take responsibility. I am, Uncle. I need you to erase my memory.
That was the best build up to a joke.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
And she's like, no, I don't want that to happen. He's just like, oh, you're so kind-hearted and now want me to erase my memory, but I have to. It's my responsibility.
Oh, that's great.
That's so funny.
It's amazing.
I'm watching this show.
It was an amazing manga. It's an amazing anime.
I'm legit excited about watching that show. Then there's Call of the Night. There's Made in Abyss. Everything else looks like trash. But yeah.
Where's ReZero season 3 yet?
Man, that's not gonna come out for like another 10 years.
No.
Ruby Show's fine.
Kind of want to watch that, but I've already seen the series, so I don't know.
Engage Kiss is like the best thing I think I've seen
from
this season, and it's kind of just like it's decent. It's not
kind of want to watch that, but I don't know, that hentai scene looked a little
okay. Let me explain what the deal is with Engage Kiss. It's about this guy, and he's a bum and a loser.
Hentai.
He's got a girlfriend that he lives with who is actually a demon he has a contract with.
Hentai.
So there's a lot of mysteries about what his family's going on, and he's got this ex-girlfriend, and they've got all this like messy, complicated relationship.
Hentai.
And
you're not making this case any better for you.
Man, you're just digging your hole deeper.
And so
deeper
he uses these powers.
Your grave was like 8 feet ago.
He uses these powers to defeat these monsters. He uses the girl's powers to defeat the monsters. The way he gives her his powers is by kissing her.
Hentai.
And this is kind of a spoiler. I'm just gonna say this is a spoiler warning. Skip like 30 seconds.
Spoiler. Please don't.
What happens when he gives her his power is that he loses his memory.
Hentai.
So while this is
happening,
he's doing that to find out the secrets about his family and what happened to them, and that in the latest episode he said he thinks his sister is still alive. So it's like this mystery of trying to find out what happened to his family while he's sacrificing his life and like what he actually cares about, which is the ex-girlfriend, in order to achieve those things.
How much you want to bet the sister's not related by blood?
Probably not.
It's not a sister.
Well,
you said the sister was alive though.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, that sister is alive, but she's not in the show. She's just in a backstory.
She's gonna be in the show,
right?
He thinks she's
gonna be in the show, and there's gonna be a love triangle.
No, it's not,
because she's
already a love triangle.
It's
become a love square.
And no, it's his actual sister.
Right? So hentai.
Yeah.
It's not. It's hard to explain.
You can make a sandwich.
Wait until it turns into a love octagon.
One of the cool things about the show is it doesn't explain anything once you get into it. This just makes it sound even more like a hentai. Yeah, it doesn't explain anything about the world, but like just through conversations about things and people going on, you kind of put pieces together. And then when it finally is like, this is what's going on, you're like, oh, that's cool. Because I kind of figured it out just from conversations.
Yeah, that's hentai. You figure things out as you watch it. It doesn't really explain it. But like, this world of them, it's actually pretty cool inside this. I didn't know.
Or while you're skipping through the video, you hit all the world building points instead of all the other points.
Yeah, no, you skip those points. You're just like, wait, where's the world building? This is garbage. Yeah, that's the Chad way to watch it. But yeah, it's got a thing where he has to kiss the girl to give her powers, and the kisses are very graphic for some reason.
Yeah, it's not like a little smooch or anything.
No.
It's just full on French kissing.
Yep. It's a little disturbing. There's actually one part where she's like, "Okay, I need the power," and he's like, "You're biting my tongue. Stop it, it hurts."
You're not making this any better.
Yeah, you're not making this any better. Dude.
I've decided that I'm not going to try to make it any better. I'm just going to make it worse.
He's going deeper.
I bet you one of the lines is, "I need it in me." Isn't it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
They're saving that for the end.
Saving that for the end.
The climax, people would say.
As people would say, the climax.
No, it's fine. He lives with the one girl. He just slept with the other girl.
Yeah.
It
Sounds like classic hentai.
Classic
it's not
hentai.
hentai though.
This man's got a harem that his sister's gonna join soon.
It doesn't show anything.
Is the mom still alive?
The mom? No, she's dead. Pretty sure she's dead.
Oh,
His mom and his dad are dead.
No parental figures to stop
exactly.
them.
There is this president guy that's like the head of this company, and like the first thing you see is him giving this like elaborate speech. The next time you see him, he's like in office and they're talking about something. He's like, "What are you guys talking about?" And they're like, and explaining everything. He's a complete puppet, and there's like these actual other people that are in charge of the city. It's kind of funny.
Huh.
So a little social commentary then.
Yeah.
Hentai with a little bit of social. Yeah, it's just hentai.
It's a good show though. I like it more than like Horror's Recoil.
Which is blasphemy, but okay.
I like it significantly better.
Whatever. Okay.
I need to watch the latest episode though before I can judge it.
It's good.
But the first episode really sucks.
It starts out happy, and then somebody gets shot.
Is it Chisato? Put her out of my misery.
Put her out of your misery.
Somebody's got to put that guy.
Well,
out
yeah,
of
she
my
does get shot.
What?
Yeah.
She can't get shot. She can dodge bullets.
Oh, not Chisato.
Takina.
Takina gets
Yeah.
shot.
Okay, she can
But-
get shot too.
Yeah.
Make it about the lolly hacker. That'd be so much.
She's
fun.
in it more, and it's
Let's
kind of
go.
great. She eats a drone.
Oh,
Which is
nice.
funny.
Is there more action?
There
Fighting
is.
scenes?
There's
Okay,
a lot
sweet.
more action.
Because the
Like
fighting,
it's a
the
good
action
it's a
scenes
good
are
blend.
So cool.
They have like a build up to the story, which lasts for about 10-ish minutes. Goes in the action. Action is good. It's satisfying. And then at the end, like all good action shows, they have like a good amount of like a little bit of backstory
Yeah.
and a little bit of like foreshadowing of what's going to
Nice.
happen. It's a good.
I kind of
Good
like
episode.
with how the episode, like the fourth episode was, I kind of wish this was a longer series. If it was 24 episodes, I feel like I wouldn't mind it as much.
Yeah.
But like its fourth episode was so slow and like nothing was going on. Like it was just them going shopping for underwear. And then the first episode was way too fast. I was like, could you just give us more backstory in the first episode and take out that fourth episode? And it would be so much better.
I hope, yeah, the first season is only going to be 13 episodes.
Yeah.
I hope they do a season 2.
Yeah.
I hope this is like a longer running show
Yeah.
because they could honestly make this series a longer one, and I think it'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Because it just felt like everything was going well, and then, but it also wasn't really, didn't feel like it was setting stuff up much. Like it was just some hints of stuff. And then episode 4 was just like, we're going to have a random, just like, we're going shopping episode, and nothing happens during
Right.
that. And then there was like, here's one scene of something happen. Here's another scene of something happening. And then it was the end of the episode. It was like that. Like if this was a longer show, I wouldn't mind, but it's like you only have 13 episodes.
Okay, episode 5, and I haven't done this with an anime in a long time, but one of the ending episode scenes legitimately had me like sit back in my seat and just go like, whoa,
Cool.
like that happened, because I was not expecting it to happen.
Well, I'm
So,
excited to watch it and then see if my opinion of it changes.
Cool.
I also made a video on it, and then people are like talking about how good
Oh,
the
that's
show
right. I need to
is.
log in and do like
So,
a hate comment.
Yeah, so it makes me want to hate the show even more because everyone likes it.
Yeah, totally.
I don't
do a
know
hate
why.
Comment.
You should
Give me a
watch a
second.
Nekopara the anime. It's less hentai than the show you're watching right now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, kind of. Anyways, we're gonna go into break time. Do a quick break, But before we do, like always, because our new normal is we have trivia questions.
Trivia.
So last week, as a recap, you guys both tied with the questions that you guys answered
Let's go.
because you got one of them right,
Yep.
and I pointed. This is an audio podcast.
I said yep, so they would
Yeah,
understand.
Wee's got one of them right,
Yep.
and Pyrolus got one of them right.
Yeah.
So
And we
this,
Boom got one of them right.
I got
because we-
both of them right,
we
dude.
got-
I'm
see,
totally just
We
slaughtering you
lost
guys.
though, so you get the extra point, like
Exactly.
the last one. Yeah.
So this week's trivia questions is number 1. We all know that One Piece has sold the most manga with over 5 million sales.
Woo!
But what is the second best-selling manga?
Oh gosh.
That's his first question. What is the second best-selling manga? Don't look it up or else I'll beat you.
What is his or the?
The by like world stats.
What is Otohicho Odo's best-selling manga?
One Piece. What's his second best? Two Piece.
Two Piece. It's like I think he wrote a one-shot that was a prequel to One Piece.
Isn't
30
that like
years
the Blue
ago?
Quest or whatever?
It's called
Yeah.
No Piece.
no,
No
Piece.
Question number 2, and this one's probably easy-ish, but what is Saitama's superhero name in the association? And it's not what you guys are thinking.
Or something.
Unless it is what you guys are thinking.
Yeah.
Then it is. Anyways, that's the
I
second
think I
question.
remember.
All right.
Now, we're going to go to break, and we'll come back with the answers. So,
Break.
see you guys later.
And we're back. I wonder if that cut off part of my and.
Probably.
That'll be epic. We're back and we answered the questions and we'll see if we got them right.
Yeah. So, reminder, because people watched a seriously long ad.
So long.
I think it's what, like a minute?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They probably skipped it.
Probably. I would have skipped it. It's
They probably
not
just
an ad.
stopped listening.
Probably.
I made it unskippable.
All
Okay.
right. Question number 1 was, what is the second best-selling manga? Answer is, and we said Doromon,
Yeah, Doraemon,
which
whatever.
is one of the oldest anime,
Yeah, it was like one of the longest, I think.
and Pyrola said Naruto. Real answer is Dragon Ball.
Really?
Dang, we
Yes.
both lost on that one.
I did not think I thought of Dragon Ball, but I thought the anime was super popular and the manga wasn't as popular.
Manga
but-
was second most popular
Dang,
with
I
over 300 million sales.
Dang.
Should have guessed that. They
With-
did reference
Guess
that in high
Dragon
school.
Ball.
Here's the thing. They had 47 volumes.
Wow.
One Piece has 107 volumes.
Yeah,
and they
that's
go
crazy.
over 500 million sales.
That's crazy.
So that tells you how popular Dragon Ball was. It also stopped publishing, I think, back in early 90s.
Yeah, I think maybe 2000.
Because it's the original Dragon Ball.
Oh,
Not-
original
yeah.
Dragon
you'll
Ball.
go in.
Yeah, that's wow.
Question number 2 is Saitama's superhero name in the association. So, everybody knows him by One Punch Man.
Yes.
But do they know him as, Lee says, the Caped Baldy. Pyrola says, the Caped Baldy. The show says, the Caped Baldy.
Look at that. Let's go. It took me a minute and I was like, oh yeah, the caped bald.
I know
That's-
instantly because I've been reading the manga.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
forgot
great.
you read the manga. But yeah, honestly, I didn't know that one.
Doesn't
I was doing
he-
some research and I was like, I forgot they gave him a second name.
Yeah, doesn't he write
up
that?
as
Does he write that down?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay, someone
like-
else.
He like gets popular enough. Like we're gonna call you the Cape
Cape
Ball. And he's
Baldy,
like,
yeah.
what? What the flip? And Genos gets
So
some
great.
cool superhero name.
I need to rewatch it. It's a good show.
It was like handsome cyborg or
Oh,
something like
yeah.
that. And he was like, why did I get a name like that? Because he gets very upset when anyone makes fun of his bald head.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
But yeah, there we go. You guys are
We're
currently
still
tied. If you guys are tied next week, I am shooting one of you guys in the kneecap.
I don't have any
Let's
cabs
go.
left, Chief. Let's go.
All right, so that's about it for me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that.
It was.
Oh,
enjoyable.
also commentary on trivia sites on the internet suck. I went through 10 of them today.
Dang.
In about 8 out of the 10, the first 5 questions were exactly the same.
Wow.
They were like
What's the color of your
the
panties?
guy with orange hair. What or the main character of Naruto that has the orange hair? What is his name? Just like,
Boruto?
he's got yellow hair, sucker.
Ah.
But it was stupid crap like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? These are supposed to be trivia.
I know.
Like, sure, if you're a drunk, yeah, you could probably do that
Yeah.
and get away with it. But like, I don't know, just
What opening does this tune go to?
I'm trying to find questions. Like last week, I was trying to find the question of how many times does like Okabe say "mad scientist" in the anime, and I couldn't find it, so I didn't feel like watching it all again.
Just like mad science.
He says it 27 times, in fact.
Really?
Watch the show and find out.
I'm not
On average, then he'd have to say it one time an episode, and then twice in 3 other episodes. I mean, that's possible, but I don't think he does.
I am mad scientist.
I'm pretty sure he only says it a couple times. Like he says it at the beginning when he's like introducing himself. He says it at the airport.
Although
OVA.
there's times where he might say mad scientist without saying mad scientist, like he does this whole spiel. He might just say like, but I'm a mad scientist, blah blah blah.
Well, I was just kind of looking for just
lot.
mad scientist.
Yeah.
I am not Okabe Rentaro. I am Hyun Kyoma, mad scientist. It's so cool.
I was also thinking of doing a question. I won't do this because it's impossible, but I was thinking of doing a question of like how many times is Evangelion said in Evangelion?
I wouldn't know that at all.
Fun fact, it's only once.
Really?
That would have been my guess.
Gondo says it at the end. No, Shinji says it in movie 4, the rebuilds, where he's just like, we have to like rebuild the Evangelion or something like that.
That's funny.
The Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's like a cringy line.
It's really funny because it's in the movie that isn't called Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's just called Evangelion.
Yeah, it's just called Evangelion.
Which is funny.
I want an EVA unit to, for some reason, be stranded in the Goblin Slayer world and just have a group of goblins chanting around it.
An EVA unit?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Just,
and then Goblin Slayer finds it, and he's like, I can kill so many goblins.
What the flip is going on over there? Let's destroy it all. Mistake Shinji for a goblin, and that stupid penguin goes from there.
The penguin jumps out, and he's like, I am no longer Goblin Slayer. I am Penguin Slayer.
What is this? I don't know. I'll find out.
Cuts it in half. Oh, it does. Look at that.
Must be a goblin.
Must be a goblin. Only goblins die like that.
All right. So, what else you guys got?
I got a Ferris Nyan Nyan.
You did got a Ferris Nyan Nyan.
Yeah, tell us about your Ferris Nyan Nyan. You had a story about it.
Yeah, so the reason why this is $100 now.
This is the Nindroid that he won from the.
Guess how much it started out at?
How much?
Guess.
$25.
Close. $22, if I remember right.
So, how do you know it started at that?
Because I went to see how much a new one was.
Okay.
And I went to the website, and it says that they've been sold out since. So what Nindroid does is like, I think it's every month. They'll produce
a line of them.
Every month or every other month, they'll produce like one character, and then after that month, they're done.
Oh.
They're never making them again. It's done. What's out is out.
So those are like the pop figure guys. What are they called?
Pop Funkos?
Funko Pops.
Kind of, I guess.
Because Funko Pops are very collectible like that.
Okay.
Where you have like a rare, I don't know, Master Chief.
Like this started at $20.
Yeah.
I was producing, I think, was it 2008?
Makes sense. Right around the. No, it had to be later than that. The first anime came out in like what?
2011.
2011.
Yeah.
That might be
I guess that could be based off of the visual novel. By
yeah, it could be.
The writing's in Japanese. I don't know what the dates are. Anyway, it was produced for like, I think there's a set amount of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the set amount is, but there's a set amount of them. And after that, they just, no more. And since it's been like
Interesting.
10 years,
Yeah.
that's why it's $100.
Well, I'm kind of glad I got it for you now.
Yeah, there was one left.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw there's only one left when I went to buy it from because I was going to wait about another week.
Mm.
I was like, nah, I can't do that. I'm buying it now.
Especially being like a more obscure character like that makes sense.
I found it on eBay for like $150.
Oh, did you?
Wow.
Well, cool. I got a good deal. I mean, I didn't really care. I'm excited that you got your Funko Pop, but that looks more accessory
Brand new.
full. Accessory full.
No, Okabe had
Packed.
accessories.
But she seems to have more. She has more like hand poses and stuff.
No,
Because didn't like
got the same
Okabe only
amount.
have like 3 and she has like 6.
no, she's got like 3.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all of them come with like 3 of them.
Yeah, I knew they came with at least 3.
You can also get like different outfits, but the outfits are also limited edition. I was thinking about getting some outfits, but I'm like, well, there's the Gothic Lolita outfit, but I don't know how Okabe would look like in that.
I have a. I am playing footsie with people across.
Ah!
I have a similar story to that. So I've had the rebuilds of Evangelion on my wish list for the longest time. When I first put in all of them, they were like $17 to $20 a piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one is now $200.
Dang.
Should have bought it when it was 17.
I should have bought it. Well, I didn't have a Blu-ray player back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to buy them, but I actually want to buy them to watch them. But now it's like, I don't know if that's ever going to come down. I don't know what happened to it either. I don't know if there's like a shortage or what.
Yeah, I think partially the mains ones will sell out, and then the random people that are just like $250 that put it up.
That
Like those are the only ones that are left.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been watching the car market,
Mm,
like dealers with, like, you have a car that's $30,000 MSRP.
yeah.
They'll sell it for $70,000
Wow.
Yeah.
just because it's got like a weird package on it or
Yeah.
something. It's just like
When I went-
$70,000 for a slightly more tricked out car.
Yeah.
Recently with brand new vehicles, it's a lot easier to buy them from the website itself.
Yeah, I hear it's easier to do that than even go to a dealership
Yeah.
because they'll just upcharge you at the dealership too.
Yep.
When I was looking at One Piece box sets, they will come in and out of stock because they'll like print a bunch of them. They'll get sold out, and then they'll be like, well, I guess we need to print some of these again.
Yeah.
And so it'll like cycle between like $150 or whatever to like some outrageous $300
Yeah, like
or whatever.
$400. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just have to like wait, and then it's like, okay, it went down $100. Now it's
There's weird single issue volumes that have that happen too.
yeah.
Like Jujutsu Kaisen, volume 1 is always like $8,
Mm-hmm.
but then volume 2 for whatever reason will jump between $70 and like $10.
Yeah.
And you have to catch it on the right day.
I think it's because
Stock market.
for publishing stuff, it's like such a big deal to do like a line of books. Like
Yeah.
it's not like they can just keep printing them like crazy. Like
And you have to imagine it must be crazy for like Amazon,
yeah,
which does self-publishing basically for free.
yeah, like they have their own thing, but like traditional publishing, especially manga, I'm sure it's different, where they have to like I don't know, just publishing schedules.
Well,
and
there's quality
whatever.
checks.
Yeah,
Depending on the type of manga it is, there's sensory checks,
yeah,
there's translation checks.
and mostly, but
Um,
like just like restocking them and stuff, it's like
Oh,
a big
yeah.
deal for them to reprint everything and make sure it's still good and whatever.
Well, they have to check it all the time. It's not
yeah,
like I believe they basically have to check most volumes to make sure there wasn't a mix-up
yeah.
in like translation and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Is this a rice ball?
I'm sure it's a huge
No,
headache.
is this a jelly donut?
Is this a jelly donut?
Like imagining the work
Is this a
that you have to do. Like I have no idea what it's like being in like a publishing house or something, but like thinking of like if I'm doing the job that's like I have to make sure things are still in stock or like, you know, reprinting or whatever, and
Yeah.
who decides that? Because there's books that are like first edition, second edition, it's like the different printings, and
Yep.
rare books will be like the first printing because it had some error or whatever, or it was just the first time it went through the printing press or whatever. I don't know.
I kind of have a comprehension of first, second, third edition
Yeah.
because I know different editions have different revisions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have like some books that are
the first printing.
The first printing,
Yeah.
and then you have like the first edition, like second printing.
Yeah, I think what
And-
happened is now there's technology that like Amazon has where they can print one book and then ship it. But I think the publishing companies
That's got to be wild.
still don't do that. We have a
They have
you know,
conveyor belts.
yeah,
They
we
just
have-
roll out hundreds.
yeah,
of
we have
copies.
hundreds of we have a like a
Could you
printing
imagine?
of 10,000 copies
Yeah.
of this book, and then it goes out, and then do they sell? Do they not sell?
Well, that's why it's hard to be a book writer,
Yeah,
because like you know this for sure. Like
yeah,
your how many copies? You don't want to say it out loud, but like your first book probably did
Yeah,
not
not a
sell that
lot.
many copies,
No.
right?
of course.
So
not.
like,
5 of them. I bought
but
5.
could you imagine going to a traditional publisher
yeah,
where they're like minimum 10,000 copies?
Yeah.
You have to buy 10,000 copies to sell.
unless
you can't
you're
go any lower.
big
than
enough that unless you're big enough that they pay you for it.
That's true. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's like people like Stephen King. And,
Yeah, they
like-
they have their own publishers and agents and all kinds of stuff. It's a
Yeah.
huge deal to get a book traditionally published.
Yep. But yeah, I don't even know why we started talking about that. Oh, because of price jumps.
Ferris
Price
Yan Yan
jumps,
went
yeah.
up in
Ferris
price.
Yan Yan.
So I think that's why the thing is so janky, because people will also be like, "Oh, my book 2 was destroyed or whatever. I need a new one."
Yeah.
So then book 2 goes out of stock, and so it's just like janky and weird, and it's just like,
Yeah.
why is this one out of stock, and why is this one twice the price? And I don't know.
Amazon's the weirdest because it's an open market, but at the same time, it's not.
Yeah,
Like, if you think about it, there's various sellers on Amazon, but at the same time, Amazon themselves is stocking and selling stuff.
yeah,
So it's weird because most stores, like if you go to Walmart,
hmm
they have product from other people,
yeah,
but then they also have their Walmart brand. Amazon has that too, but then they also sell the people's stuff.
yeah. It's
Like,
oh my
it's weird to think
goodness.
about. Like, you can find a manga volume that's sold from Amazon, but then go to like 2 rows down in the search history and it's sold from a random dude in Australia or whatever.
You could buy a used high school DxD manga or light novel.
Sticky pages.
Possibly. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Always buy new.
Always buy new.
Yeah,
If there's not plastic lining on the outside, be afraid.
Slightly
be very,
used.
very afraid.
Avoid pages 38 and 57.
yeah. It's weird. Publishing stuff seems like a huge headache.
It is. Probably. I don't know.
I'm sure it is.
It's a huge
I-
headache to publish a
I-
podcast episode.
Yeah. It's so weird though, because we know more about like the new kind of publishing and stuff.
Self-publishing.
Self-publishing,
throwing
and,
it on
like,
the internet and-
stuff. But like the way that they
Wattpad.
used to do it is
Yeah.
so bizarre, because it's like, oh, this person's popular. Do we get an agent? They contact this person. This person talks to us. We get him to write a book. He writes the book. You know, it's like,
Don't call us, we'll call you.
yeah,
That type of stuff.
like it used to be such a headache to try to do anything like big time, like books or
That is one
Like-
scary thing.
like if we wanted to do this like 50 years ago, we would have had to try to get on a radio show,
We'd
get
need
a
an
radio to
FCC
sponsor
we would have to
us.
beg people to like,
Yeah.
give us 5 minutes for a radio show.
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then we'll tell you we're good or not.
Yeah,
We'd have to prove that we're good in 5 minutes.
and we'd have to talk about how like we'd have to talk about sports or something.
Or buy
well, and also
hour.
50 years ago, we'd have to try in America. We'd have to try not getting crucified for speaking about anime.
Yeah.
There's this amazing new anime that came out this year, 1967, called Dororo. It's great,
Yeah.
styled kind of like the Disney cartoons, and someone's got a gun outside. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's got this guy, I mean, girl, I mean, guy, I mean, are they pointing the gun at me?
Yeah.
What do I do? What do I do?
It's set in Japan.
But I get what you're saying. Like, back then, to be famous took work.
yeah. Like
Nowadays,
it still takes
I can
work,
slip on
but
a
it's
thumbtack.
it wasn't accessible. Like you would
Yeah.
literally have to move. You'd have to go to places in person.
you have to go to California
And,
or
yeah.
New York or
I mean, it's still
whatever.
kind of like that for some things. Like if I really wanted to just do writing books, I would have to like first write a bunch of books, and then I would have to like tour the country and try to get book signings and all.
yeah,
this
sell your
garbage,
books out
and
of your car.
That's yeah,
and- yeah. Nowadays, we just throw a podcast episode on the internet,
yeah.
get 20 views, and call it a day.
I know.
Someone will watch it eventually.
And then I
Somebody
just
will
go,
watch it
YouTube
eventually."
algorithm, please bless me. Even though this video sucks, YouTube's just like, yes,
You're just like,
this is the chosen one.
you're in the middle of your living room, surrounded by candles, just like, YouTube algorithm,
I'm
bless
surrounded
me,
by-
bless me, oh Lord.
I'm surrounded by candles and just like safe topics.
I've
And
got the
Safe
I've got the sacrificial hair of PewDiePie to burn at the altar.
People are talking
more like Mr. Beast. 'Cause
Yeah,
PewDiePie's a
people
little
are
on the
talking
edge.
about how Mr. Beast is gonna surpass PewDiePie.
Oh yeah.
And people are like
He's
getting
close.
ready for like the PewDiePie versus
Oh, it's
Mr.
like the
Beast
T
war.
Oh, yeah.
series again.
Yeah.
Yeah, except PewDiePie's just like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, PewDiePie is so big, basically retired at this point.
Yeah.
He's just like,
He is. He's
guys, I
like-
don't care.
he
I
just-
post a meme video.
He posts for
And that's
fun,
it.
yeah. I mean, it is insane how big PewDiePie is compared to the content that PewDiePie and Mr. Beast makes.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast is spending $1 million a video, and PewDiePie just sits in front of his microphone and says like stupid lines.
Well, it's like you look at people like Critical, one of the biggest
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Twitch streamers. When he posts a YouTube video, it's literally him with his like Apple like
Yeah.
earbuds, like
Yeah,
not
it
like
is.
not AirPods, but earbuds.
It is.
One of them in his ear, and he's just like looking at his screen, talking to the camera, just talking about random topics.
Yep.
And he gets 3 million.
Yeah,
views.
his
He
videos
has,
are great.
I think it's like over 10 million subscribers, and it's like such low
Yeah.
quality content. But when you watch it, you actually feel like you're watching something.
Yeah, because
I
it's
don't
just him and he's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like he'll get like 1 million views an episode or whatever, which like compared to the really big people isn't that much. But he posts like multiple times a day.
Yes, and he
Like-
gets million views
Yeah,
per episode.
Like it's crazy.
well, he knows how to like retain his viewer base. Like,
Yeah.
he has cuts in his video.
He's also one of the
but-
like original, like he's been doing it for like
Yeah,
years.
he has. So it's an actual
People
naturally
know him.
grown fan
Yeah.
base. Like
A lot of people know him and know he's hilarious, so they watch him.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even do thumbnails for the most part. It's just like him sitting in his chair.
I know for sure. He just literally just scrolls through like the thumbnail suggestion bar, just like that's a cool one on my face. Boop.
Yeah. He's great though. He's smart.
He is.
Like his titles and stuff are really good.
Those are the type of YouTubers I look up to. Is like
Yeah.
Critical, or I guess he's called Penguins.
He's called Penguin Zero.
Penguin Zero on YouTube, but he's
He
Critical.
goes
on
by
Twitch.
Moist Critical.
Yeah.
And his real name is Charlie.
Yeah.
He's been posting Stumble Guys videos, which is a Fall Guys knockoff game on mobile.
Yeah, he
and
said
it's
he
the
liked that.
funniest videos ever because he's only playing it to annoy children because he knows only like 60-year-olds are playing this game. So he ended up buying the punch emote. Like the ability to punch people was a moat locked behind a paywall. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. Eventually he's like, fine, I'll do it. And he's just running around. He's like, get wrecked. Just like
Just dies
feeding
bombing
these
children.
kids, yeah.
That's great.
Hey, you can't beat him in real life. Beat him in game
It's
life.
so funny. Those videos are so great. He's got like 4 of them out and they're all amazing.
That's great. Yeah, those are the type of YouTubers I look up to. The ones that do simple content, but it's like
The ones that can beat up kids and not get arrested.
Yeah, it's
it's oddly like not wholesome. What's the word for it? Like organic.
yeah.
Like it feels like he wants to sit down at that computer and just make a funny video.
Yeah, I don't know how much of his things are scripted, how much if it's just all on the top of his head, but
That's
like
true. It could all be scripted. He's just so good at making it.
it
scripted,
could
he's
be,
just,
yeah.
like,
It
faking
could
us
be
out.
like just partially scripted, like maybe the opening scripted because he always has these like very specific jokes or whatever he has at the beginning.
Here's the thing: a lot of his
But I have no
videos are
idea.
directly from his stream.
That's true, yeah.
So like those jokes he does that are like 30 seconds long,
Yeah.
of just like stringing together words, those are directly from his stream.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about.
Some people are just really good at that.
Yeah.
I
And there's
can't do that
me.
at all.
There's me that can hardly talk.
Yeah. I have to script every word. I'm just like, today we're talking about this and this thing happened. Laugh. Ha.
I'm
Emotions.
Emotions.
Add emotions here. Oh,
I tried doing a script, and now I'm moving towards. I haven't produced a video yet, but I'm moving towards like actual like bullet
bullet
points.
points. Yeah.
Because doing a script, I would follow the first sentence, and then I'd start changing it because I'm like, oh, this would be better here.
Yeah.
This would be better here, and I'd never get anything done.
Yeah.
So I just have to do bullet points.
I think if you do it without a script, it's a little bit more editing and it's quicker to record. And then if you do it with a script, it's longer to write the script and it's a little bit less editing.
Yeah, and honestly, once I learned the editing process, because I have a like a routine I follow with stuff.
Yeah.
So like once I learn how to edit, I can get into a routine and do it fairly quickly. So
editing's not too bad.
Nah, not bad at all.
It is funny though when you watch a YouTube video how much editing there is. People will just like talk for a while and then they just cut.
Yep.
And it's like nobody cares. Nobody like points it out because we're just so used to it.
Yep.
If that happened in like a movie, everyone would be like, what the heck is
They
this?
do. They point it out very quickly.
Yeah.
So many movie critics are like, why did they cut there?
Yeah.
There's no need.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways, we're at our hour mark, so we fulfilled our hour of engagement for the week.
Yay.
I
So
guess-
organic.
I guess we can.
so organic.
I guess. Well, first of all, I'm not going to pay you guys for any more. So
We
yeah.
get paid.
No.
Oh.
Next week, we'll have a jam-packed episode talking about more anime because I'm going to watch a bunch of other... I'm going to watch The Ruby Show. I'm going to get caught up on some animes. We're going to talk about those. I'm going to force you to sit through listening to me talk about my freaking seasonal animes, Pyrolis.
You already did this.
I'm doing it again.
I think you do this because I don't watch your YouTube.
Yes.
So you like give me your off-brand YouTube.
No, I don't
channel.
know. It's like, what else am I supposed to talk about? Everything I talk about on my YouTube channel. So
That is what most content creators do.
it is true. If you watch like somebody's podcast and watch their videos and then they just like talk things and you're like, I've heard that before. Oh yeah, I watched their videos.
But I know for a
It's like,
fact,
what else are you going to talk about?
we might only have like 2 people that are like cross.
Yeah, I
between
know.
your
Who
and
is the
our-
crossover?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I speak it here. So there's the podcast audience and there's the YouTube audience, and they do not cross over and they're completely separate audiences. So I'm allowed to talk about these things.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you listen to both, screw you.
Wow. Okay.
You get to hear it twice.
Don't listen to him.
I mean,
He's
thanks
senile
for
right
being
now.
such a good fan that you listen to it twice.
Yeah.
It's like King Neptune. So good, I'll eat it twice.
Well, with those famous words, why don't you sign us off?
That's it for Baka-Talk. I'm Wheeze with Boom and Pyrolis. You can find us all separately on Twitter
And
at
YouTube.
KBW Author, for me at Pyrolis2 on Twitter, and Sir Boom 9. I was
You got
thinking
it.
Pyrolis 9 at first, and I'm like, that's not right.
No, he's more original than I am.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
2, you're 9. I'm KBW Author.
I'm 2, you're 9.
From my
stinky butt.
Twitter, you can find a link to my
What
YouTube
did
channel.
you say?
I'm 2, you're 9, stinky butt.
Oh, stinky butt. Okay.
I'm KBW on YouTube. If you search KBW anime, I'll pop up with a bunch of should you watch blank anime. Pyrolis is on on YouTube at Pyrolis Plays,
Yeah, I am.
and Sir Boob is on YouTube at Baka-Talk Studios.
Yes.
Which you don't have to search Baka-Talk Studios anime. You just have to search Baka-Talk Studios because that's a more original name.
Same with Pyrolis Plays.
You
I
just
literally
look at
could just
Pyrolis.
put in Pyrolis and it comes up, but yeah.
check them out if you
is like
want
KBW
to.
Wrestling. I'm
The
like,
best
alright.
part is he's 3 times bigger than both of us combined.
It's great. And it's bigger than KBW Wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm not. KBW Wrestling's actually pretty big.
How
Although
big
they
are
don't
they?
don't post anymore. They're 300,000 subscribers.
Dang.
Yeah, so they're
You
pretty
got
big.
like 6 months.
They kind of died. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Depends if YouTube's like, this video's not doing very well. I will not allow it. And then anything else? Oh, you can check us out on everywhere you can find podcasts. Just search Baka-Talk in Google and you'll find us. If you're listening to us, then you're already found us. So we're here.
You know, I never got that. Why do podcasts say you can find us anywhere podcasts are?
maybe so other
if you're
people...
saying it, You're already here.
Maybe so other people, they can be like, oh, are they on Spotify? I like this. And then you can be like, I don't know. I only listen to
Who's
them
gonna
on,
suggest us?
I only listen to them on iHeartRadio or whatever. And they're like, who the heck uses iHeartRadio?
That's what I was wondering, but apparently, like,
some people do.
I think it's Anime Shoshin. They have a contract now with iHeart.
Yeah, they
Let's
got like
beat Ben Shapiro.
on
Let's beat Ben
iHeartRadio.
Shapiro.
On iHeartRadio?
Yeah, and then Joe Rogan. Let's go.
All right, sounds
He's
good.
only on Spotify.
I don't care. We're gonna beat him.
He gets like 2 billion views
We're
an
gonna
episode.
beat them.
How?
They're not on iHeartRadio. We're already winning.
I guess.
All right,
Sure.
that's it for us. Yeah, that's it for us. Jamio.
Yeah. See ya. El Sai Kunguru.